Oh, hey! Monday, the 16th of November. You know what time it is. It's time for MF Monday. Because why? Because we're going to start this shizzle right. Do you know how you start today, how you enter your week is going to have a massive impact on the decisions you make, how you feel, how you're turning up. So this morning, it's all about Monday morning, MF morning. It's all about let's get it right. Let's get ourselves on point so we can turn up and show up and make that magic happen today, tomorrow, the rest of the week. And then we're going to go all over again, right? As you're jumping on, say good morning. My name is Diana Nash. I am the Badass Woo. I bring the spirit and the human together. I teach you that being spiritual is so much more than you thought it was. And I teach you how to navigate the spirit and the human, to strip back the layers and to find that inner light, to show up and shine. Yes. So as you're jumping on, say good morning. Sandra, I just did Music Heal this morning. Woo! Are you saying that you did you watch on replay last night's Sunday Soul Session? Tell me in the comments. So not every Sunday, once a month, the second Sunday of every month, over in my free Facebook group, I hold a Sunday Soul Session, which is me giving some sound healing for free, half an hour, beautiful little time out for me to take care of you for a change. Because how many of you, just give me a yes in the comments, how many of you are the one that takes care of everybody else? And if you're watching on replay, just hashtag replay. Tell me in the comments, how many of you are the ones that take care of everybody else? Just give me a yes in the comments and let's see this bam, 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 because I'm guessing that most of you are the ones. Sandra, yes, I fell asleep last night. Good. So many people fell asleep last night. That healing was so deeply needed, people. So let me just give you some reassurance. If you watched the Sunday Soul Session last night and you fell asleep, that was what was needed, because the beauty is when we're dealing with sound, with healing, with energy, you will always get what is needed. You will always, always, always get what is needed. So please know that there is no right or wrong. It is just tuning into the energy of the moment, and that is right for you. Okay, here come the yeses. Sandra, yes. Smithy, yes. Okay, so how do you look after yourself? What do you do to look after yourself? Because so many of us are the ones that are the givers, are the nurturers, are the doers, are the nose wipers, the packed lunch makers, the problem solvers, the pulling the fingers out of wherever they've got stuckers. Don't know where that came from. But so many of us are that person. Now tell me, what do you do to look after yourself? In the comments, tell me, what do you do to look after yourself? Because self-care, I told you I was going to be banging on about it all of this month. Self-care is the first thing that goes out of the window. And self-care is so important. Self-care is the way that you nurture yourself so you have the energy to then show up and turn up for other people. But first of all, you've got to turn up for yourself. And if you're not, then you're going to be running on empty. And if you're running on empty, that causes all sorts of not only issues in everyday life, but also your energy. You're blocking your energy. You're giving a pattern out, a message out saying, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve time for me. And the more we put that message out, the more it gets heard and the more it gets echoed in our experiences, in what we're facing, what we're dealing with. So we've got to change that message. We've got to know that we must top ourselves up first. Nicola, morning, yes, stand down and fell asleep in sound healing. Yes, it's what was needed. Like I said, so many people last night, oh God, I fell asleep. That's good. That's a good thing, because how often do you allow yourself just to go off and have that space, just to have a little nap, like a cheeky little nana nap? And when we give ourselves that permission, that time to say, do you know what, this is for me. And as I say that, does that make you feel a bit weird? This is for me. this time is for me and I'm not available. I'm not available for you. I love you. I'll make sure you're okay. Then I'm going to go off and have some time for me. How does that make you feel hearing that? It makes people feel a bit odd, like, oh my God, what do you mean? I'm not available. No, you're not available. You're not available for half an hour. The world is not going to implode in half an hour. The kids are not going to turn feral in half an hour, right? Business is not going to collapse in half an hour. Half an hour out, even just half an hour, I would advocate more time, but even half an hour just for you is going to make such a difference. Even if it's just half an hour, you fall asleep, like so many people did last night in the Sunday Soul session. That doesn't matter, because what you've done is you've given yourself permission to just unplug, to stop being mum, to stop being wife, partner, friend, sister, whatever it is, whatever your labels are, you've given yourself that permission to just take that break and just be you, pure you. And when was the last time you were purely you? In fact, tell me in the comments, when was the last time you're like, yes, I can pinpoint where I was like, yes, I am me and I'm showing up for me and I'm doing the things I love without compromise. Tell me in the comments, when was the last time you felt like that? You can tell me in years. You can say, I don't know if I don't know, but I want to know, when was the last time? Let me just come back to your comments. Meditation and pacing. Oh, do you mean like pacing as in walking up and down, Smithy? Well, let me know. Unfortunately, I can't listen to the bowls due to a medical condition. Smithy, message me. Let's have a conversation about that and let's just see if I can advise you and help you. And absolutely, if it is something that means you can't listen to the bowls, then that's fine. But do me a favour, let's have a conversation and let's see if we can get you listening to some beautiful bowls, darling. Saturday, yes, Smithy, yes. Okay, so many women are not like that. So many women will answer that question with, I don't know, or years ago, or never. Like, some people never feel like they've had that time to truly connect to themselves. And that's really important, because when we're showing up in the world, connecting from our hearts and showing up as us, that's when the magic happens. That's when we can draw in those beautiful experiences. That's when we can be the things that we desire to be, without worrying or wondering or questioning or doubting or feeling like you're kind of doing it, but you're not really. And with that comes its own feelings and emotions, right? So we've got to connect in. And one of the ways to do that is just to take time for yourself, just to sit and listen. And you guys listen, right? We change and we grow, we evolve as we grow through different experiences, as our life takes on different pivotal moments. We find a partner, or we have children, or, you know, whatever happens, we grow and evolve. And that's what we're meant to do. We are meant to do that. We are not meant to stay still and be the same person we were 30 years ago, 20 years ago. That's not how it works. Our soul is here to learn, to grow and evolve and navigate that path. And as we walk this human path, we're pulling in different experiences, different lessons, different learnings that aid the soul to grow and evolve. And that's what the soul wants to do every single lifetime, is to learn and grow and evolve. And in this lifetime, you have a certain thing that your soul wanted to do, wanted to experience, wanted to learn and experience and grow from. And by holding ourselves in this case, we're not allowing that. So self-care, really tapping into yourself, taking time for yourself is the first part. It really is how to connect with yourself, is to just love on yourself. So important. So what I want to do is I want us to just take a second before we start the week, before we do all the things to get the kids ready for school, or you get ready for work, or whatever you've got to do. I want to start this week right. And I think I'm going to do this every single week. Really simple exercise. Let me use the tincture. So I'm just thinking of you, Smithy. Okay. Totally still rocking my PJs. Okay. So let me just see what your guys are saying. I will do. Thank you. You're so welcome. If I can offer, that insight and that knowledge and give you some advice that will help you, then I'm happy to do. Lady Jenny, good morning, darling. Good morning. Self-care comes first. Smithy, I'm so glad you said that because so many people put that last. Let me just have a drink. There's something else for you, a visual anchor. Dream, believe, achieve. Take that into your pipes this morning. Okay, so what we're going to do, really simple. If you were with me last week when I did this, it's 3 simple breaths. Sounds so basic, but actually, breath is one of the first things I teach. If you ever come on Soul Aligned with me, or the ladies that have done it will know, breath is the first thing that I teach because breath is the way to still the mind. Breath also helps the physical body, it helps the mind. It's just amazing. So breath is the I will teach. And as I talk about Soul Aligned, look who pops up, Miss Chloe, who was one of my first members of Soul Aligned program. Hey boo, it's okay, darling, don't worry, you're here now. I swear that was the mug that used to be in the music office. No, my mug in the music office was hand painted by some young people I used to work with and had my name on, and some MF took it and then lost it. And I'm still a bit salty about that. So let's just release that energy. So what we're going to do is just take 3 really beautiful breaths in. Really simple, really steady breathing. Do not over breathe, okay? Do not feel like you have to fill up the entire space in your body. Just really gentle breathing, okay? So I'm going to play the tinctures. I'm going to strike them. We're going to take a breath in, and I'm just going to talk you through. I'm just going to say a few words, and I want you to really think about them as I say them. Okay, so just for a minute in time, just for a minute in time, my time, right now, I want you to give yourself permission and say, I give myself permission to sit and be. I give myself permission to be nothing more than present in the here and now. Okay, and we're just going to take a breath in and out. And with this next breath in, we're going to call in clarity. Take a breath in. And call in clarity for the mind, for the body, for the soul. May I be guided and centered today and the following days. Did I say breathe out? Breathe out. And last one, I want you to purely be in the breath and the sound. Breathe in and out. And just sit in that silence for a minute. And that beautiful energy that we've created. And place your hands on your heart. And allow that energy to come into your heart center. I gift you peace. I gift you love. I gift you joy. May you take that into your hearts for it to serve you today and always. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay. How are we feeling, guys? Tell me what you got. What came up for you? Did you find that your mind could settle? Because the first thing we have to do is to still that mind. Still that mind. So when I teach, I'm all about stilling, connecting, being. It is so important. Nicola, I do this regularly now with tinctures in the morning and then breathe and check my shoulders throughout the day. So made a big difference to my week. I think I store my stress there. Thank you. You're so welcome. Yes, women store their stress in their neck and their shoulders, and you can feel them. And I remember last time we did this, Nicola, you said your shoulders dropped inches, and that's so amazing. And you can just give yourself like a morning check-in. So tell me in the comments, what do your mornings look like? And literally want you to tell me, what do your mornings look like? And Chloe Michelle Hastings, if you don't say what I hope you're going to say after all that you learned from me in Soul Aligned, I'm going to come down this microphone and slap your ass. Not really, but important. And some days, look, some days we're going to be more on it than others. And some days, you know, we have different struggles and we have different things that come up. But this is why we have to come back to self-care. We have to come back to anchoring and rooting ourselves in us. It starts with us. It ends with us. It's all about us and how we feel, how we're showing up, what we're doing. That has an impact. That has a ripple effect, not only from our people around us, our family, our friends, but also the energy we're calling in. If we're starting our day like, I feel so stressed and I've not got enough time, that echoes through what we're doing. So today, I want you to be really mindful. How are you starting your day? What are you giving your energy attention to? Is so important about this time and time again. Jenny, perfect timing for this. Thank you. Had such a hard day emotionally yesterday and it hit me hard. Did my new moon release and now it's time to crack on again. Yes. I love that picture, Jenny. That's so beautiful. Look, we all have shit, right? We all have shit, which is why I never turn up. This is why I say I balance the spirit and I balance the human, because I'm never going to say to you, if you meditate, if you're spiritual, if you have sound healing, and everything's going to be peachy, because life happens, stuff comes up, shit happens, and it's how we are equipped to deal with that, because we are at base spiritual beings having a human existence, when a lot of people tend to think of it the other way around. We've got to nurture the spirit to then be able to nurture the human. And that's what I teach. That is what is so important to me, that I can equip. My vision is to equip these beautiful women out there who know how to balance the spirit and the human, who know how to master the two so they can do that dance together, so that when life throws shit at them, they're like, okay, I'm going to deal with that in the human, but I'm going to balance and nurture with the spirit, because I am one in the same. We are one in the same. We are dancing that path together in life. And that is my goal, my mission, to teach everything I use, everything that I have learned, cried through, big snotty tears. You know, I've done all the healing, I've done all that work, but I'm still doing work on myself. And there is the difference. I'm not a completed thing. I'm not the shiny version. I am a much better version than I was even 2 days ago, but I'm still a work in progress. You're still a work in progress. We all are. And it's learning and accepting that with humble grace. That's what I'm all about. I am the shizzle, yes. But I'm still working and going through the layers, and we all need to do that and to be really honest with ourselves. And when we can start from that point, that's when we make the differences. Jenny, ever evolving. Yes, absolutely. We are ever evolving. And who I'm going to be in 2 weeks' time is not always going to be the same. right? And we shift and evolve, and sometimes we feel like we're slipping back, but actually we're seeing the things that need to go and we're moving forwards. I have half an hour from child going to school and starting work. Either go for a walk, meditation, a bath in peace, quickly tidy to create calm environment. Yes, and Nicola, I was just thinking about when we were working together. I had the pleasure of working one-to-one with Nicola, and our conversation about tidying up. And I just got visions of you. I always think of you when I'm thinking about that, and it always makes me smile. Okay, so take that energy this morning. Really, really get into your body, get into your heart, and feel. I'm all about the feels. That is your compass. Get into the body, get into the heart, get into the feels. That is how we navigate. That is how we're going to show up. We're going to rock this week, because guess what? You're all friggin' beautiful. You're all amazing. And I want you to remember that. If no one else tells you today, I'm telling you, you are amazing. And I want you to feel it. I want you to go and do whatever you're going to do now. Take that shower, put on some music and be like, yes, I am so amazing, or whatever you want to do. But take that energy into your heart and know you are friggin' awesome. So, motherfucking Monday, that's for you. Wednesday, Woo Wednesday coming up on Wednesday, but also Wednesday evening over in my group. I am opening the doors to the Badass Woo Retreat. If you loved a little bit of this, if you love a bit of Woo Wednesday, if you love Sunday Soul Session, guess what? You are going to friggin' love the Badass Woo Retreat. I'm opening the doors this Wednesday, but I can't just open the doors. What I'm going to do is give you an experience of the retreat. And I'm going to be bringing people on live so I can show you the kind of work that I'm going to do. So it's going to be some of the stuff I do with one-to-one clients. It's going to be sound healing. It's going to be so many different things, but I'm going to be bringing people on live so I can show you, so you can experience it, actually experience it. I don't just want to give you a load of faff and words. I want you to feel it, because I'm all about the feels. So Wednesday night over in my free Facebook group, 8 o'clock, the Badass Woo Retreat experience. And then I'm going to open up the doors. There's special bonuses for the people that turn up for the experience. And I cannot wait to share this with you. So, darlings, have a beautiful day. Whatever you're going to do, start your week right. And I will see you on Wednesday.